What's up everyone, Dr. Dan over here. We're gonna shoot our first how-to pulse video. Check us out on YouTube. We're gonna shoot a whole string of these videos so you at home can work through and learn how to develop stronger arm to core to glute connection, run faster, lift stronger, be stronger overall, right? So if you haven't seen them, these are the WeckMethod pulsers. These are the 8-ounce pulser, right? It's a little handheld tool that helps give us feedback auditorily as well as sensory feedback, weighted feedback, so we can learn how to create the double down pulse, which is the future of running, right? So we got the 8-ounce pulsers. This first video, we're gonna go through the initial how-tos. There's 1, 2, 3 little ridges on the pulsar. We're gonna take our ring and middle finger and we're gonna gently wrap those 2 fingers around that middle knuckle of the pulsar. We're gonna gently relax the pinky, the thumb, and the pointer, right? So when we hold these pulsars, it's almost like we're holding a little, like they say, a 6-shooter, like a gun. Imagine being in the Wild West and boom, shooting a gun, right? Or pulling a gun. So 2 fingers wrapped around the middle knuckle, pinky and pointer up on the top. We practice our stance, which is very important. The stance that I like to work on with people, patients and clients, is a wrist out, elbows tucked in, a little bit of a lat depression or a little bit of a shoulder depression, right? So before we even get into any pulsing, we're gonna practice the hand hold, the wrist extension, and the tension down in the lats and down in the middle of the back, right? So when we pulse, so when we learn how to pulse, we don't want that tension to go up in the neck. We want it to get absorbed by the core into the lats and ultimately down through the ground. And the ground is gonna push back out of our, up into our feet and elevate and create that lift into the lats, which are our wings, right? So again, if you wanna lift better, develop better technique for running, lifting, kettlebell swing, any kind of exercise, these things will help you out. Fingers wrapped around, light fingers, pinky and thumb. Wrists out, elbows in, shoulders back and down. That's your stance. You're gonna practice feet wide, tucking it in and just holding those wrists in that extended position, making sure we're not winging outward or the elbows are not flailing outward, but initially just getting comfortable driving the shoulders back and down. That's step 1. Step 2, initiate the pulse, right? And all we're gonna do is begin with very slow movement up and down. When I look down at the pulsar, I wanna make sure that this cap is staying completely upright, right? So it's not tilting forward, backward, outward, anything like that. We're going at a nice 90-degree angle, up and down and up and down and up and down. When you pulse, when you learn how to pulse, you won't be as strong initially as you will after you do 50 or 100 or 200 different reps. So what we wanna go for, the setup, elbows in, wrists out, head up high. We wanna really feel the weights transfer up and down, boom, 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 boom. And we're gonna do this for maybe 200, 300, 400, 500 reps. Back and forth, up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Nice and easy. What we're gonna work on is the depth and the speed or the tempo. So the depth, generally, we're gonna have the hands right down at the hips. We can also work on some deeper pulsing or up higher. Down lower, way down low, keeping the elbows in and developing that movement and that weight slamming, right? So step 1, the stance. Step 2, the up to down movement. And the height. 3, speed. Slow at first. Get the pulse. And as we feel comfortable, we can increase the speed, left and right, or excuse me, up and down. Change the height. Right like that, right? So, it's cool. Put a song on, turn the music up, stick with the beat, whatever the beat is, up and down and up and down and up and down. Initially, foot position. We're keeping the feet planted square. We keep the feet planted square. But we can also change our foot position to go into a split stance, anything like that, right? So we got the stance, we got the hold, we got the depth, and we got the speed. Next thing you're gonna work on is migrating the pulsers to the left and to the right. So we got center, left, right. Depth, reach down, up, center, left. All right? Now, I'm doing about 10 to 15, maybe up to 20 pulses, 20 simple up and down movements, and I'm finding where my sticky areas are at. So sticky areas mean if I can go up and down, high left, mid left, low left, no problem. But right side, I have a little bit more of a difficult time turning to the right. This would be a position that I would want to work into to help free up my shoulder blade and to help develop that scapular movement throughout the shoulders, the elbows, okay? All right, so we got how to hold the pulsers, how to initiate the pulse. We're working on depth and we're working on speed, right? CC. All right, sorry, my dog's being a little problematic here this afternoon. That's your first video. Hold the pulsers, stand tall, turn the TV on in your living room, practice the up and down movement, up and down, up and down, up and down, over left, over right, back to center, up high, center, right, center, low left. Set a timer on your phone, on your watch, go for 5 minutes, go for 10 minutes. Keep that head up, shoulder blades back and down. We get a nice little workout. That's your first video on how to pulse. Try to give me about 100, 200, maybe up to 500 reps. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, or set a timer. Check back on the second video for the next step on learning how to pulse. We'll see you guys later.